gentlemen, we're here for a special afternoon in which we are honoring a great lady of our community, a lady who has gone all the way from being a teacher to one of the highest offices in the United States government. We're talking about Juanita Milliner McDonald, this great lady who unfortunately God decided to take to heaven on Sunday. And we're here because she's already on the Promenade of Prominence Walk of Fame, the Walk of Fame of the people. Hearts around the park, and our hearts, her heart is here at the park. And I'd like to introduce the lady who is the founder of the Promenade of Prominence, the First Lady, Miss Edna Wine.
Thank you.
And she's a very brief but very precise lady. Now, the purpose today is to let you, the American people, know that we support this great lady, and she's done so many great things that you'll hear about in the coming weeks for our community and for the United States of America. And we will show them this tribute, which is etched here in stone, that will be here eternally, as she has been placed, like great others, on the Promenade of Prominence Walk of Fame. We've lost a few of them physically, but not spiritually. We lost the great Johnny Cochran, we lost Sybil Brand, we lost the Delaney's, we lost the Tony Chisholm, and a few others. But they're always here for the children to come and to say, hey, this lady is a great lady of our community. And that's the purpose of the Promenade of Prominence Walk of Fame. That is to give these visible heroes and heroines for our children to emulate and to have as role models. And I'm so happy today to be with this outstanding group of community people here in South Central Los Angeles, Watts, Compton, Carson community. And I think it's appropriate that I first introduce to you one of the ladies that's representing the great lady. I'm going to introduce you to Miss JUNNITA Oliver, field representative for Congresswoman Juanita Milliner McDonald. Thank you.
Thank you and good afternoon. My name is JUNNITA Oliver, and I'm here today on behalf of Congresswoman Juanita Milliner McDonald, who has served the Watts community since 1992. And I'm just so honored to have worked with her in her last year of service to this community. And she really had a vision for the Watts community.
Congresswoman McDonald, if she disagreed with you, she disagreed right up front. She and I has disagreed a lot of times, but we were always able to put the disagreement aside and work together. That was whatever her goal was. She never allowed pettiness or short-sightedness to enter into the picture. She was a true champion, and she believed, whatever she believed in, she fought for.
Okay.
So I have total respect and dedication to fulfill some of her dreams. And I pledge today to continue to try to work on the things that she wanted in this community. As one who's lived here for years, I felt honored to have her fighting for Watts. And I pledge today to continue the fight that she started in this community.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to this gentleman. This gentleman represents a legacy of a family that has and continues to contribute to the entirety of Los Angeles and this state. He is the son of my mentor, of my surrogate father, who's been placed on the Promenade of Prominence Walk of Fame. We had a similar ceremony for this Brigadier General Celeste King III several years ago, and the same expressions were made concerning him. Recently, we placed Celeste King IV on the Promenade of Prominence Walk of Fame. Father and son combination. And I'd like for him to come forward and express yourself from the standpoint of the family and the community, because you are a true leader. It's in your genes.
Well,
It's kind of hard to follow the true leader bit, but you know, the passing of Juanita was quite a shock to me because I had spoken with her a few weeks ago in regard to some things that we were both concerned with. The Congresswoman, you know, has really contributed more than most of the people realize to this country. You see, the majority of the shipping that comes into America, 50% of it comes right in here to our ports. There's a corridor here that probably most of the people in America don't know anything about. It's called the Alameda Corridor. The Alameda Corridor was in shambles, and Congresswoman McDonald, right, became one of the major players in terms of putting the Alameda Corridor back into a kind of a productive program where shipping and goods went throughout this country. So that other factories, everything, America runs on shipping, and she was very, very instrumental in that. And in that process, you know, so many people from this community were hired. They had jobs. It impacted their lives and created a quality of life for them. We're going to miss her. There's no question about that. And you know, my relationship with her goes all the way back to prior to her being on the city council in Carson. And I just simply say, be with God. Thank you.
Thank you, Celeste King the Fourth. Now, we have a gentleman here who, oh, definitely. Oh, where did you come in? A legend. Come up here, Tommy. He was a legend in this community. The man, you heard of the Watts, the famous Watts riots. This man has made this a positive image of our community by coming out of the ashes of that riot and made America know Watts. Mr. Tommy Jaquette, the man responsible for the Watts Summer Festival. Tommy.
Thank you. I'd just like to add my voices with everyone else who's spoken already and saying that we will miss the Congresswoman deeply and that we truly appreciate all the contributions and the commitment she had to this community. Thank you.
Boy, you should be a preacher, okay? Okay, we have someone here from Parks, a lady here from Parks and Rec. Is she here?
Hello, I'm Katara Hampshire with the Department of Parks and Recreation for the Los Angeles, and we're just so honored to be here to honor Congresswoman because of people like her who really get into the trenches like many of the panelists here.
Congresswoman McDonald, if she disagreed with you, she disagreed right up front. She and I has disagreed a lot of times, but we were always able to put the disagreement aside and work together. That was whatever her goal was. She never allowed pettiness or short-sightedness to enter into the picture. She was a true champion, and she believed, whatever she believed in, she fought for.
Placed like great others on the promenade of Providence history here today. You've seen just a small fraction of the contributions of this great lady of our community. A lady of dignity, courage, and intelligence who has gone all the way to the very highest levels of government, to the House of Representatives, the United States Congress. She's made so many contributions. We cannot stop the projects that she has done and has proposed. We have to take care of the gang situation in Los Angeles. We have to develop health in this community. We have to maintain Martin Luther King Hospital and all the different things that she's done to help our community. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed this brief ceremony. However, the ceremony will take place throughout the week before the burial of Congresswoman Juanita McDonald. We're going to have flowers all over this sidewalk. We're going to take them to the funeral home to be distributed with her. A flower represents beauty, birth, as well as freshness, and a future for the young people of this community. Juanita McDonald was the rich and beautiful fertilizer that has caused the flowers to grow. And we're going to continue the growth that she has instilled in us to make Watts, South Central, Compton, Carson, and about the greatest part of our country. I want to thank you. I'm Dr. James Mays. I'll see you next time. Thank you, Juanita. I love you.